Hello, my most beautiful friends, and Happy New Year. Y'all, can we believe it's officially 2026? So for today's video, I'm keeping on the trend of my first video of the year, which is the full face of this year's Pantone color of the year. I did it for the last 2 years. I did like the brown and the peach, and now we're doing the Cloud Dancer white. So you guys want to see what type of look I create with all the products that are pretty much fitting the category Cloud Dancer? Well, then definitely keep on watching. All right, so I did this video, like I said, the last 2 years where I pretty much sit down and do a full face of this year's Pantone color of the year. Now, this year is Cloud Dancer, and Cloud Dancer is classified as a soft, airy, billowy white that symbolizes a quest for calm, simplicity, and fresh start in a hectic world, marking the first time a shade of white has been chosen, aiming for a quiet reflection and intentional living. And I absolutely love that. I absolutely love that because I think for the first time in like a couple years, my 2025, honestly, it was very peaceful. I had absolutely zero drama in my life. I made some amazing friendships in my life, but I also got to reconnect with old friendships that I thought were long gone. I got to reconnect and make some deep connection with some existing friendships. And it's truly been a wonderful year in that aspect. Career-wise, not where I want to be, but you know what? That's okay. But where my personal life is, my health life is, it's where I wanted to be. So we're going to start this year, 2026, with a fresh start. I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in. I'm going to talk to you guys, I guess, kind of about my goals and like what I want to see in 2026 and see if I can do a full face of like white makeup to the best of my ability. Okay, so the brows are already done because I don't have a brow like white product, but we're going to move on to the eyes. I'm going to do a very simplistic eye look because, well, it's white. There really isn't so much I could do for white. So I'm going to do 2 different white products. So the first thing I have is from Sugar Pill. This is going to be a white shadow. I'm going to place this like all over my lid. But then I'm also going to top it off with one other item, and that is going to be from ColourPop. I'm going to take the Super Shock Shadow in the shade called Frog because this is a white packaging. So I'm not just using like an actual like white shade. Anything that's also like a white packaging, I'm going to use because like it's kind of fits the theme. I did it last time with like peach packaging and brown packaging, and we could do white packaging. That's what we're going to classify it as. So anyway, I hope you guys had a wonderful New Year's. I did work, but I got off early enough to go home and watch the finale of Stranger Things. Me and Corey watched the finale of Stranger Things. And then I decided to take New Year's Day, which is technically today. By the time you guys are seeing this is actually tomorrow when you guys are seeing this. You guys are seeing this on Friday, but I'm filming this like on New Year's Day. I'm taking today to be like essentially lazy. It's my one day off of work, so I want to do nothing. I want to read and play video games, and I'm so looking forward to that. I think I deserve a well-needed break because doing multiple jobs, it kind of like takes its toll. But you know what? I have no regrets. No regrets. So I know I told you guys I would tell you guys all about my colonoscopy that I had, and I'm still going to tell you guys about that, but I'm going to do that like in a chatty get ready with me, like testing new makeup style, because like it's a story, and I really want to tell you guys a story. Plus I have my follow-up my doctor on coming up this week. So even though I saw the diagnosis and I know what they're going to tell me, it's just going to be nice to have clarification more from like my doctor. Okay, we're gonna go into this right here. So anyway, I really do hope that you guys had a wonderful New Year's Eve. You guys were safe. You guys had a good time. Let me know what you guys did New Year's Eve. I never really go out and party anymore. I used to when I was a lot younger, but I just don't like to go out anymore. I like to be home, especially because like when all the fireworks go off, like Koa can't handle it. Kaya, she's cool, but Koa cannot handle fireworks. He just absolutely, oh God, this is going to be a freaking look. Oh my God. He absolutely just can't handle the fireworks. And I feel bad because like it's not his fault. He's horrible with fireworks. He's horrible with thunderstorms. So during the summer, it's a wonderful time dealing with him and his bad anxiety about it. We've done medication before, we've done thunder blankets, and he doesn't like it. And you know what? It's not his fault. He has quirks just like his mama, and I love him all for it. You know what I mean? So we were home, like I said, we watched the Stranger Things season finale. I loved it. I thought it was a great way to end the show personally, but that's just my opinion. I know other people think differently out there, but I thought it was a beautiful way to end that entire series. So I was very, very happy with it. But let me know, if you guys watched it, let me know what you guys thought of it. But anywho, it's so funny because in 2025, I didn't really set a goals for myself. I was like, no, I don't want to put like expectations on myself. And you know what? I'm still not going to really do that this year. I'm not going to put a lot of expectations on myself. I will say I will continue to take care of my health. You know, they always say whenever you're growing up, like, you know, you really take care of yourself, because like one day you're going to regret it. And, you know, growing up, I was like, yeah, one day. But well, okay, well, that one day's here. That one day's here. I'm 36 years old. That one day's here. I'm not getting any younger. And I really do need to start taking care of my health. And I finally did that this year because while I had insurance I had insurance the prior year, I actually had better insurance this year. Well, I guess in 2025. So I was able to actually like take care of myself and go get seen and go get pap smears and go to a GI specialist to go have my tummy issues evaluated and figure out what's kind of going on. And it just felt so good to finally start to take care of myself. Not only was I taking care of myself physically, but I really took care of my mental health and my emotional health. My mental health, I've been open about it for years here on my channel that I do suffer from really horrible anxiety, and I always have, and it's just something that unfortunately I suffer from. But I really, this past year, or this back in 2025, really focused on my mental health and really just kind of taking care of me. I learned to be okay with being alone. And I say that in a way that, like, not trying to take away from my husband, but my husband does work long hours and he works 5 days a week. And there's times where I'm home by myself for like 12, 13 hours. And it would it would have a huge mental toll on me for a very long time. Before I went back to work at Disney, it would start to just eat away at me being home all the time because I'd be alone with my thoughts and I'd be thinking really horrible things about myself, and it wasn't healthy. Like, it really wasn't healthy. So going back to work really did help me a lot. But it also caused me to kind of reflect and decided to make some changes for myself. Like, I, you know, realized back last year in 2025 that I was reflecting on the year prior, and I realized I was relying on everybody else for my happiness when I really needed to rely on myself, and I needed to be okay with myself. And I relied on some people that I think wasn't fair to them. I was putting that pressure on them to provide me happiness and stability when I needed to look within to do that. And I feel like it definitely is the reason why we're not friends now. And, you know, I definitely feel like it definitely took a toll on that friendship. It's why we're not friends anymore, which I'm okay with. You know what I mean? I'm genuinely okay with it. And I just feel like if I could ever look back at some of those friendships, I would apologize for the pressure that I put on those people to make me be happy, because that wasn't their job. That wasn't their job to make me be happy. It was a two-way friendship, and I think I really took advantage of it at the time and just really heavily relied on some of those people, and that just wasn't fair. You know what I mean? That wasn't fair to them, but it took me being away from the situation to kind of realize that. So in 2025, I really just kind of focused on myself and like truly making myself happy and doing the things that I loved, but at the same time also protecting my peace. Like, I did not do anything that I did not want to do, and I truly protected my peace this past year. If I had a disagreement with my friend, instead of just reacting impulsively, I would take a step back and I'd evaluate where they were coming from, and I would approach it in a very different manner, different than I ever have in my entire life. And I feel like it definitely has resonated very well in my friendships this past year in 2025. I feel like it definitely benefited me by doing that, because I feel like I grew and evolved a lot. I'm going to go into the shade called Frog. I just got this in a Cut Prop mystery box. I feel like I grew and evolved a lot, and I feel like my friendships have been better than ever because of it. My relationship with my husband has been better because of it. My family, everything, like just everything all around has been completely 100% better since I've started to really kind of focus on me and realize what's important, what's not important, and that I need to rely on myself for happiness and not others, but also realize that people are going through their own lives, and, you know, I can't really expect someone to be there 24/7 a drop what they're doing to cater to me. That's not fair to them or myself, and it's not fair to our friendship. And I feel like things just got handled very differently this year, and I'm very proud of how everything has evolved and where I am in life now. I also cut out any sort of like negativity. So like if I got any negative comments that were just straight up rude compared to like constructive criticism, I'd block. I didn't even care. I just started blocking people back in 2025 because I really just wanted to protect my mental peace. That's literally all that mattered to me, was just making sure that like I put myself first in that situation. You know what I mean? Yes, I know that whenever you go online, you open yourself up for criticism and people to judge you, and I understand that. But at the same time, I don't need to invite you into my home for you just to shit on me. Like, I'm not going to tolerate that. So I would just block, and it made a world of difference in how I saw content creation back in 2025, because I really just started taking care of my mental peace, and I was very happy for it. I also decided to say yes to a lot of things. I said yes, and I did things I normally wouldn't have done. I I did things I normally wouldn't have done. I stepped out of my comfort zone a lot this past year, and it brought me so much joy and happiness, and I'm beyond grateful for it. So 2025, like I said, was a good year for me personally. Professionally, I mean, like, I grew on TikTok, which I'm beyond grateful for. I grew on TikTok. I hit over 10,000 followers. I thought was absolutely amazing. I'm going to go into, that's just what I'm going to do for the eyes. Very light. Like I said, I just took the shade Frog right here, and I just put it on my eyes. It's like this really beautiful, like, shiny, like, duochrome shade, but, like, it just blends really nicely on top of the white. So it just kind of looks really pretty. But, like, I hit 10,000 followers on TikTok, so I thought that was actually a really cool moment. I hit over 40,000 followers on YouTube in 2025, so there's moments that I'm really proud of. Am I at where I want to be in life? No. But you know what? That's okay. That's part of the journey. That's part of the journey. So while I'm not where I wanted to be professionally, I'm still happy with where I'm at, and I'm very proud of myself for where I'm at. You know what I mean? But I will say in 2026, I don't really know what I want to do. Like, I definitely want to continue doing content creation. Don't think I don't. But I also am starting to look at, like, just different jobs as well, because, y'all, I want to make money. I love doing YouTube, but in reality, YouTube doesn't pay the bills like it once did. Like, it just generally really doesn't. And I can't expect to do this job full time if I'm not making any money either. That's just super unrealistic. And while Corey is making good money now compared to what he was before, I don't always want to have that pressure on him. I want to be just as equal of a partner and bring in a lot to the table just as much as he does. So I'm definitely looking at new aspects. I'm going to go into the Makeup by Mario foundation just because it's white. I'm definitely looking at new aspects this year and trying to figure out what I want to do, where I want to go, you know, what can I do to benefit us financially, and just continue to improve as a person, as a content creator, as a wife, as a friend, as an employee. Just like, I just want to be better all around. So I don't really know what 2026 is going to have to hold, but all I know is that my goal this year is just to continue to take care of me mentally, physically, and emotionally, and to also be in a better place financially so that, you know, my husband doesn't have to work as hard. I just want to be an equal partner in this marriage and bring just as much equalness as he does. And so that's my goal. That was my goal. And my goal also is to read more. I feel like I definitely slacked in reading over the last 2 months. I only read one book, which is really not like me, but I just generally didn't have the time. Like, November, December is such a busy time for me that I just didn't read, but I definitely read a lot more, and I'm really excited for 2026. Another goal that I wish I could bring this year is I really wish that the collab I talked about could come true. I really, really wish that could be something that can come to fruition. We shall see if it ever does, but man, that'd be amazing if it could. I wish that Corey and I could move into a house, not buy a house, but just rent a house. We have a backyard for our dogs. And yeah, I just wish I could just keep improving as a person. So I feel like those are my goals. Very realistic. I don't want to set myself too high. I don't want to put too much like pressure on myself. I just want to be better and do better. That's my goal. Oh, you know what? I do have one more goal this year. I want to do more. I don't want to say solo adventure because that's not the right word to use, but I do want to do more. I'm going to go into Makeup by Mario concealer. I do want to do more solo adventures. I did my first ever solo adventure this year when I went to a book signing all by myself, which was definitely really intimidating to do because, I don't know, I'm just not used to like going to things by myself, but it ended up turning out to be an amazing time. So I would love to do that. I would love to travel by myself this year if I can, and not be afraid to like go somewhere without my husband. So I'm learning to like be okay with that because like I want to go visit my friend, but I want to go visit my friend in a different state, but I don't want to fly alone. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't want to fly alone. So that's something I need to kind of get over. Also, like, there's Ulta Beauty World. I want to go to Ulta Beauty World, but you can only buy one ticket per account. So it's not like I can buy a ticket for anybody else. So while my friends say they're going, who's to say they might get a ticket? You know what I mean? So, like, if I get a ticket and they don't, like, that's something that I would have to definitely face by myself going to Ulta Beauty World, which would be kind of scary and intimidating. But, like, I'm also, like, looking forward to just kind of being okay with that. I have a book signing that I'm doing by myself, which I'm kind of, like, being okay with. Like, I'm learning to discover that it's okay to do things alone. And while it's still really weird, like, it's kind of exciting at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, when you do things by yourself, you're not really under that pressure to entertain the whole time, you know what I mean? Which is kind of nice. It's kind of nice. I'm gonna go into the bronzing stick right here for Makeup by Mario as well. So yeah, like I said, just those are my goals this year. Like I said, let me know what your guys' goals are. I don't want to, you know, set myself up for failure. So I'm just doing very realistic, minimalistic goals because I just genuinely want to be happy. And I just want to do things that are going to make me happy. You know what I mean? I just want you guys to do the exact same thing too. Let me know also, like, what do you guys want to see on YouTube? Because I feel like the beauty community isn't where it once was. And I feel like a lot of my friends, like Angelica, she's going to become a part-time YouTuber now. She's going to kind of be stepping down. I feel like a lot of my friends are not posting nearly as much. And I know they still love making content, but like, I feel like we all have definitely seen a shift in the community where it's just like, doesn't seem like a lot of people are really into beauty anymore. And I just want to know what is something that you guys would like to see. Because I don't want to change my channel from doing makeup. I love makeup. I love talking about makeup. Makeup is an escape for me. And I love doing makeup and reviewing makeup. So what are some things that you guys would want to see? Let me know. Okay, so I'm going to go into the IT Cosmetics Sun Blush right here. It just has a white lid. Okay, so I'm trying to do anything I can that has like white to it a little bit. Just trying to fit the vibes of cloud aesthetic. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to tap this right here. That blush is so beautiful. It just like melts into the skin. I freaking love how that looked. But, you know, a lot of my coworkers ask how come I don't stream anymore. And I've thought about streaming video games again. But like, it's one of those things that I love video games so much. And it's kind of like my escape. And I don't want to always have to put pressure on that to film content with streaming. As much as it's fun, like at the same time, I do enjoy just kind of having that moment just to myself. You know what I mean? So maybe one day I'll implement streaming again, but I would like to go live more often. I do enjoy going live. Like I love doing like the Shop My Stash series where I go live once a month on YouTube and I have you guys kind of pick out my makeup routine. I think that's so much fun. And maybe I'd love to bring that back. It does get harder though now because like I said, I do have another job. So it does get a little bit harder. I'm using a white little powder puff. So it does get a little bit harder to try to schedule a live, but I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to try to be better about it. Cause like I said, I would love to go live with you guys more often. It's always so much fun interacting with you guys and hearing your guys' thoughts and opinions on the, you know, beauty community and makeup products and just truly getting to know you guys. Cause we've also talked about books and games and movies and it was always a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it with you guys. I know a lot of you guys also asked me to implement more book content on my channel. I would love to. I really would. But the only reason why I haven't is because, one, I feel like it does put the pressure of, you know, having to constantly read when sometimes I just don't want to. Sometimes I just want to play games or just watch TV shows, something else, you know what I mean? But I also know that those type of videos don't get a lot of views. And it takes a lot of work. And I hate sounding like that where it's like, oh, it's about the views. Because it's not. But, like, it does take a lot of work to make a YouTube video. And sometimes if I put all this effort into it and then like no one watches it, it's just kind of like, oh man, you know what I mean? I could have filmed something else that they would have enjoyed a little bit more. So we'll see what type of book content I do. I thought about doing it, but maybe I can always do it on my Florida Life channel. Is that something you guys would want to see? All right, so for powder bronzer, I'm going to go into this Makeup by Mario one right here. I don't know if I have a like white blush. I will say one of the things I am hoping for this year, I'm hoping that Corey gets promoted to corporate this year. That'd be freaking amazing. He's doing so well in his manager growth program. I really hope that he gets a promotion this year. He's worked his ass off and I'm so damn proud of him, like unbelievably proud of him. And I really hope that he gets to see rewards for how much work he's put into his job and, you know, trying to be in a better spot for, you know, in life. And I'm so proud of him. And I feel like my relationship with him this past year has been really good. Really good. Okay, so for powdered blush, I think I'm just going to go a little bit to just the scent just because it has white packaging somewhat. I'm just going to take the shade called Riveting Rhubarb. I'm just going to slightly tap this into my cheek right here. Okay, I'm just going to quickly do my mascara off of camera. I don't have a white tubing mascara. I don't have a white mascara, so I'm just going to quickly put on regular mascara. I'm going to come back and we're going to finish off with the highlighters and then the lips. All right, I'm going to put on a little bit of white liner. I don't know how creepy this is going to look with white eyes, but we're going to go for it. You know, I just thought about, you know what I'd also love to do this year? I would love to stop putting the pressure on myself to constantly feel like I have to entertain to make a video good. Like, I can't tell how many times in a video I say, oh my god guys, I'm so sorry this is a boring video. Like, I don't know what I talked about, I don't know what I said. I want to take that pressure off myself because there are just some days I genuinely just want to sit down and talk to you guys and just talk about whatever and not have to have this pressure of it needs to be funny, it needs to be entertaining. Like, just physically sit down and talk. Just take guys my thoughts and feelings and not give a damn what anyone says and not give a damn if I fuck up or if I curse or if I mispronounce a word without worrying that the grammar police is going to be in the comment section being like, you said it wrong, don't be an idiot, Google it. I don't want to have to worry about that anymore because at the end of the day, like, I'm a human, I make mistakes and I want to show all the imperfections because that's real life. And I'm so tired of putting this pressure on myself sometimes to be like something to be something that I'm not always going to be happy. I'm not always going to want to entertain. And sometimes I just want to just physically just sit down and do makeup and just talk to you guys as if we were on FaceTime and I'm just venting to my friend or just talking about life, because sometimes it's not all glitz and glam. Sometimes it's downright shitty and it sucks, and God, you think that you're never going to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but then you'd be surprised because one day you do. And I want to share the good and I want to share the bad, and I don't want to have this pressure anymore. I just want to film what's going to make me happy and what is just real. I want to see real. I want to see real life. I want to see real people. I want to see authenticity. I don't want to see something that's perfection and unattainable. I want to see someone like me, where they're just themselves and they don't care what the world thinks. They don't care if they mess up and they don't care if their makeup looks like shit. They're just themselves and they're just happy doing it. I want to see that. I want to do that. And I feel like that'd be really nice to do. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. See, like, that's why I'm rambling, but I'm not going to apologize for rambling. Like, that's my thoughts. And I want to share my thoughts with you guys. I want you guys to share your thoughts with me. Why can't I do the same with you? Okay, so for highlight, I'm going to Super Shock Shadow Complex Tyrian. This is my favorite ColourPop highlighter. Yeah, I want this year to be fun. You know what I mean? I just want to have fun on my channel. I'm going to bring back the joy of makeup again on this channel. I'm not saying I don't have it. I'm just saying that, like, the world is already such a scary enough place as it is. Like, truly, we just don't know what's going to happen. And it's just scary. And it's the unknown. And I want this channel to be a place of peace and just escape from reality. The same way that I look at, like, Queso or the Burnt Peanut or Corey X Kitchen, like the YouTubers and streamers that I watch on a daily basis, they're my escape. You know, they're my escape from reality. That's what I want this channel to be. It's just an escape, and it just allow a place that you can feel safe and seen and heard. And I just want a community. And I know we have one because you guys are generally really nice to each other, but I just want to bring back what once was. I just want to bring back what this makeup community once was. And I don't think I'm the only one. I think a lot of my friends are feeling the exact same way. A lot of them just want to do makeup and just hang out and just bring back the joy of it again. We're seeing it slowly on TikTok with Shelby Ann, you know what I mean? But I'd also like to bring back affordability. I'm going to go into a Singe lip liner because it's the only like white lip liner I have. This is going to be in the shade called Asian Birch. I would like to bring back the affordability again because I love drugstore makeup. I think drugstore makeup is where it's at. I think a lot of drugstore makeup does get overlooked because, like I said, people do love to watch a good high-end haul. There's nothing wrong with it. I do love my good high-end makeup. But man, there's something about drugstore makeup that I generally just really love. And I would love to bring that back to my channel. I'd love to do a full face of a brand every single month on my channel if I can. Drugstore only. I love to review a lot more drugstore products. I just want to bring affordability and accessibility back because, like, times are tough for a lot of us out there. And it's like, even though drugstore is getting just expensive, like, I want to showcase how good it is because it truly is so good. Just like I want to bring back more Shop With Me. I love a good Shop With Me. I bring that back and I want to consume less if I can and use more of my own collection without constantly trying new things. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm still going to buy new makeup because it is my job to review, but I also want to be able to enjoy what I have too. You know what I mean? I'm going to go into the Gazoo. This is going to be the coconut lip oil because it's the only like white gloss that I have. I do love this gloss. Mine's kind of dirty because like I do actually use it a lot. I'm going to put that right on top. Beautiful clear gloss with a little bit of sparkle to it. I also want to challenge myself to do more shorts. Like, I love filming for TikTok. I know I don't get a lot of views there now, but shit, I do love filming for it. I love posting shorts here and on Reels. Like, I'm determined to continue to grow and to evolve as a creator because I really do enjoy it. It's a lot of fun being on different platforms. For my final step, I'm just going to go in with the ABH Impeccable Setting Spray because it's a white setting spray. And I think that is going to complete my Pantone Color of the Year makeup look. But yeah, I want to do so many things this year. And I'm so looking forward this year. I really feel like this is going to be the year. I think this is going to be an amazing year. I have a lot of high hopes and dreams. And while I'm not going to share everything here because I'm going to keep some things personal, I truly think that this is going to be an amazing year for a lot of us. And I'm going to show you guys every step of the way of it. You guys are going to see the good, the bad, the ugly, the good, the bad, the ugly. You guys are going to be here for it all. And I'm very excited to take you guys along on my 2026 journey. And then maybe one day we can look back and reflect in 2027 and be like, how did we do? And we'll see what color, what Pantone look I do that year. You know what I mean? But this is my face. This is my full face Pantone color of the year. I think it actually turned out really pretty. So let me go ahead and zoom you guys out and I'll wrap up this video. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. I genuinely did not know how this look was going to turn out because I was like, oh, cloud white. Like, I don't really know if that's going to be a pretty look. But you know what? It actually turned out really nice. It turned out really nice. I think what really made the difference is adding that white base of that shadow, adding that white base and then putting the Super Chalk shadow on top just really gives it a really nice, beautiful, icy white feel. I think it's gorgeous. And then, like I said, I don't have a lot of like white makeup because that would just make me look a little weird putting like white foundation, white everything. But using all the products that have like white in it, or all white like makeup products for the most part, like packaging, I think still fits the vibe of a full face of this year's Pantone color. So let me know down below, how do you guys like this makeup look? What do you guys want to see this year? What are your thoughts, your dreams, your hopes for 2026? Like I said, I'm very positive about this one and I'm going to continue to be. I'm very positive about this one because, you know, sometimes that's what you got to be. You got to look on the bright side of things, and that's what I'm choosing to do this year. So anyway, I'm not going to apologize for rambling on. I just wanted to speak to my friends, and I'm very happy that I did. I do hope you guys had a wonderful New Year's, and I will definitely be seeing you guys in my next one. That's it, guys. That is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please be sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already. So I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel. It's R for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful Patreon members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video.